Studio 41 Football Recap Live is brought to you by Studio 41 Home Design Showroom. 13 locations, studio41.com. Vertical, in business since 1985. Chicago's chimney experts for chimney cleanings, masonry work, gas logs. Verticalchimney.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers, the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. Hooters. At Hooters, originality isn't just one thing, it's everything. World-famous wings and more, served up by the iconic Hooters girl. Hooters, always original. Dr. Pepper, an American original, just like our Chicago Bears. Grab an ice-cold, refreshing Dr. Pepper today at a McDonald's near you. Special Olympics Illinois. Special Olympics Illinois, so I did. Learn more at SOILL.org. Apt. For the best appliances for football season, shop at Apt. Pleasing people since 1936. Find them at apt.com. Four Seasons, heating, plumbing, air conditioning, and electric. For all the right reasons, Four Seasons. Hey, welcome into
You okay?
You all right, buddy?
Studio
all right?
41 Football Recap Live. We're at the Downers Grove Hooters with Tom Waddle, with Alex Brown. We've got our whole crew here. Helene is going to come back at midpoint of the show at 8:30 because we got specials to talk about and a great charity partnership. So thanks for coming.
Of course.
All right.
Bring him
We'll
a
have-
cough drop, too.
Yeah, exactly. Allergies, kid, allergies. All right, let's get into, we did not have a game last week, but we have a big game on Monday, so we'll open up with our Four Seasons game day breakdown. It's the NFC North standings. The Lions sit at 4-1, and I think they're clearly the best team in the division. Tommy, do you agree, or are you a Packer backer?
No, I think the Lions are the class of the NFC North. I thought they had a bit of a identity crisis in week one up in Green Bay, and they really struggled and kind of left me thinking, hey, maybe they're just trying to get used to new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. Since that point, they haven't skipped a beat. I think you can argue they're the best team in the NFL over the last month.
I have them number one in my power rankings.
Yeah, offensively, they're scoring nearly 40 points per game the last month. They're playing with purpose. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. Green Bay's an interesting story. I mean, I think they're infinitely talented. I still don't know who Jordan Love is. Is he the guy that we saw 2 years ago that took them, to the second round of the postseason, or somebody that played a little recklessly last year? Vikings are very well coached with Kevin O'Connell. Obviously, they've got issues, with quarterback injuries. But I think it's been a really competitive division so far as advertised.
My dad would call Love a front runner. Yeah, when shit's not going good, like you don't lean on him, but when it's going good, hey, he's rolling. He got everything going, but he's a front runner. So when things are going great, that's what it is.
Do you agree with me? And I think Tommy's with me. The Lions are the best team in the NFC.
No, the Bears are the best team in the NFC. We just haven't showed it yet. That's all.
Oh, wow.
That's it. There we go. Yeah, that's right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Don't worry. So,
What office are you running for?
Something up at Hallis Hall.
No. No, I mean, if we're looking at the complete team, yeah, the Lions are. It's hard to argue. After that first week, though, I think everybody was saying the same thing. They were questioning it. So there are ways to beat them. If they get out of trying to run the football, you can beat them. I'm still not sold on Jared Goff. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. Yes, he keeps playing well. I don't care.
So at what point are you going to
I don't think I will.
finally go, wow.
No,
Dude
I don't think I
throws
will.
for 4,600 yards. They got touchdowns all over the place.
No, did you do that? At what point during the Ravens Super Bowl run did you do that for Trent Dilfer? Because that's where I'm at.
Oh, he's so much better than Trent
I know,
Dilfer.
He is. But I'm just saying, I don't feel that for him. I don't see it. But I think he's on a superior team. I think he's Ken Dorsey of the 2000 Miami Hurricanes. That's what I think he is. I think he is the weak point of that football team. That's what I think.
So he's basically the Anthony Richardson of
the University of Florida.
No, because you
kept telling me how
can't
good that
sit
guy
him.
is.
You can't sit him down. He is.
That guy's terrible.
He's not terrible. He's not, and he is still uber talented. He's not terrible. I talked to some really reliable sources that he is just getting some really bad information and bad things, and he's not. I mean, what is he? 19, 20? I mean, Cap, come on now. We weren't that mature at 20. I don't think I wasn't. Right?
Oh, yeah, I was up to be
I don't think he's going to play anytime soon the way that Daniel Jones is playing right now.
No, I think he needs
How
to go
about
somewhere
that?
else.
Yeah.
I think he needs to go somewhere else.
I'm not talking about for the rest of the season, but right now, today, they're a top 5 team in the NFL.
Yeah, I think they were in ESPN's power rankings. I think they were 5. Yeah, everything's clicking with them. But I would agree with you. I would think that right now the Lions are probably, and this thing changes week to week. The NFL has become a week to week, league. Look at the Ravens. Who had the Ravens being where they are now? I think that their defense has been historically bad through the first month in a week
Just
of the
got
season.
destroyed by
Well,
the
injuries have just
Correct.
killed them. But I mean, you don't know who anybody is going to be 2 weeks from now.
No, I see, and that's why if you're the best team, you're the best team. Like, I think Detroit, it's very hard for me
I love their coach.
Me too.
That guy's
But
awesome.
did you love him? Did you love him
The day
4
they hired
years
him.
ago?
The day they
no,
hired
no.
him.
I'm talking about when they were sitting at 1-9, and he was like, "Guys, we're close. You're close to what?
No,
what are you
they
close
were
to?
at
You're
1-6.
1-9.
1-6.
1-6, and then they ended the
They
season
ended
like
at 9-8.
9-8. Like, what are they close to? And he saw it. Didn't nobody else see it?
I did.
Nope. You stop.
Goff, did I not love that guy?
I ain't saying you didn't love him. I'm saying, did you see what he was talking about?
I did.
At 1-6,
I did.
They were getting their head beat in. They're Detroit, and we were still saying Detroit's gonna Detroit. The Lions gonna Lion. That's what we were saying. And now, yeah, they ain't nothing to play with.
All right, let's talk about Caleb Williams. And by the way, we are at the Hooters in Downers Grove. So if you're watching on YouTube right now on our recap channel, swing on by, have great food, hang out with us, take some pictures, ask some questions as we're talking Bears football. Caleb Williams winging it numbers brought to you by Hooters. He's completed 62.3% of his passes. That has to come up. 927 yards, 8 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, and he's run the ball 24 times for 120 yards and a touchdown. And go to originalhooters.com. Find one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Again, we are in Downers Grove. Tommy.
Yeah.
I see a lot of growth in Caleb Williams. I give Ben Johnson, obviously Caleb gets credit for doing it, but I think Ben Johnson has really demanded certain things that we didn't see before.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to the Cowboy game, the stats were fantastic, but I thought what was most impressive was just how much in control he was of the offense and how calm he was. And you get out of the huddle with 15, 16, 17 seconds. He's setting protections. He's identifying the mic. The pre-snap penalties, if you go, like I said, you go back to the Cleveland game, they had 0 pre-snap penalties, 0 sacks, 0 turnovers. It's hard to be cleaner than that. So I've seen tremendous progress. The talent's always been there. You're right. I think the 2 most important stats for a quarterback in his growth are completion percentage and sacks. And his completion percentage still needs to get better. He's only taken 7 sacks, which is really impressive so far. The pass protection's been much better, but his feel in the pocket has improved greatly as well. And I think it's been represented in the number of sacks and the fewer number of sacks he's taken. But yeah, I think he's finding out quickly just how important his relationship with Ben is, and I see progress every week.
I love that you mentioned the Dallas game, but I think the Dallas game was a lot different than the Raiders game. The Dallas game, he's not getting pressure. He's an NFL quarterback. If you're not going to get pressure on him, they should be able to stand back there and pick apart a defense. When you get hit in the mouth and hit in the mouth and hit in the mouth, and then at the end of the game, you're able to come through and lead your team to a game-winning drive, I think that says a lot about him. And I think, honestly, I've thought this from day one because I bought a very rare rookie card, and that value is going up, baby. Every week it's going up, and I just can't wait. I love the kid. I think he's super talented. I'm glad.
Tommy and I were in Vegas a week ago when they played the Raiders. And when he got the ball and he needed to take them down the field, I had no doubt in my mind he was going to deliver.
Yeah, I mean, that's
None.
growth, too, in the second half. First half, it was chaos because, Max Crosby was disrupting everything that went on. I think when Caleb finds trouble, he artificially speeds himself up. And instead of letting the game come to him, he panics a little bit. You could check it out in his footwork. I think he's even said that the footwork, it needs to be worked on. And I think his base is what, is either going to make him accurate or not accurate. But he's finding, and Alex is right. You're finding that if you can stand back there all day, it's not an easy job, but it's easier. But it's going to get harder this week. And that's, Washington's really good at the point attack on both sides of the football. They run it exceptionally well. They stop the run. They get after the quarterback. So I think that, this is going to be a greater challenge. But what we've seen the last 3 or 4 weeks from Caleb, I think, is true progress.
The Washington game just a year ago, he did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
We lost the game.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people remember. They remember the Hail Mary we lost. But he was put in a position to drive the team down the field.
And he did it.
And it was just the defense blunders that cost him a really, really good win.
Yeah.
But he did his job, right? And that's all we want.
Was that the game with the Doug Kramer handoff too?
Yes, that's where they decided to give the football at the goal line to a guard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They sure did.
That was one of the dumbest plays in Chicago football history.
Yeah, what? We've been talking about this week too. Like, look, I get it. The Hail Mary is going to be shown 1,000 times. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a huge story. It's Monday Night Football. I get the media. We all have an opportunity. We all have a job to do. But someone looking at this team, I don't give a shit about last year. I really don't. I don't care. You got a whole new coaching staff. You've got a group of new players. I want them to forget about last year. Last year is meaningless to me because I think that, what I'm focused on this week is, hey, you had a week, you had the bye. Your coaching staff said we were going to self-scout and reassess. I'm more interested in seeing how they handle who's going to be their starting left tackle, who's going to be your starting right tackle, how are we going to improve our running game, how are we going to improve our run defense. I don't care about last year's game against the Commanders. I really don't. I know, I'm probably in the minority there, and I know that it'll be a story with the media, but this to me is, 365 days later, that story is off my radar.
Like you said, they need something to talk about, though, right?
No
so
doubt.
They're going to talk about it. They're going to talk about it, but this is a totally different team, I think. I think Washington's playing. You just had your quarterback come back, right? So he's not that hot quarterback right now that's playing well.
So Tyreek sat down with Kevin Byard.
No, it was a great interview. It was fabulous.
And that is the Intercepted show that we host here on this channel.
Yeah.
And Kevin does just a great job of being prepared, and he's ready to go. And he brought it up. I was like, oh, here we go. And Tyreek met it head on.
Yeah.
No, everything about it, Cap, was great. I thought Kevin's interview was great. I love the maturity that Tyreek Stevenson has shown. But I'm saying when we get to game week, which is where we are now, I think that everyone in that building would tell you, we're focusing on this year. We're not looking
Ben
towards
said
the
today,
past.
you were working. Ben spoke today, and someone said, last year that he goes, I'll be honest with you. I don't care what happened last year.
I am so glad to hear that because, I think there's so many facets to this story.
He said, we're a new group in here.
Absolutely.
We're trying to come up with our own identity. What happened last year happened.
Do you think that Joe Tooney gives a rat's ass about what happened last year?
No.
Because he wasn't with them.
Right.
So, this is a new year. This is a new vibe. It's a new coaching staff. Again, I get that the story needs to be told, but my hope is that when they get on the field on Monday, the last thing all those guys is thinking about is what happened out there last year.
Not necessarily exactly what happened last year, but let's spin it in a different way and let's talk about finishing, right? Let's talk about finishing the game. When you finish, that's what you can kind of take from last year. And when we were playing, that's probably something, if I was in that situation, that's something how Coach, whether it was Coach Smith or Sean Payton, that's how they would spin it. We have to finish. Make sure we finish the football game so we don't have to live through what happened last year.
What you've seen, both of you, to this point from Caleb Williams, the national narrative, the Chris Cantys and all these others who are firing on him. Mm-hmm. Are you as convinced, less convinced, or more convinced he's that dude? He's the franchise quarterback.
I'm offering him right now, 8-year, $280 million. Let's see if he take it. I need him locked in, baby. I need him locked in for the
Wait.
long haul, man.
8 years, 280. There's no way he's taking.
I mean,
that.
this right now. He got 3 years left. Like he might. I don't know. I'm gonna throw it out there. Let's see. But I think he is the kid. I asked somebody earlier today, a fan of the Bears, and lived here all his life. Said we've never had a quarterback so talented. I'm like, well, I mean, Jay was there. Talent-wise, Jay was there. But
He was the epitome of mediocre. He had a great arm.
no.
He was not a winner at quarterback.
He was a
Finished
really good athlete.
52 in his career here.
Honest. Oh, whoa, hold on. I'm sorry. Whoa, hold up. And if I ask you this question, you're gonna say yes, and he is a 500 quarterback. Eli Manning going to the Hall of Fame?
He won 2 Super Bowls.
I ain't say that. He
and
is
2
a
Super Bowl
500
MVP.
quarterback.
What did Jay
No,
win?
I'm just saying he's a 500 quarterback. That's all. 500 quarterback. That's what you said about Jay. I'm not putting Jay in that category. I'm just saying a 500 quarterback is a 500 quarterback.
If the Bears
Eli
could
should
do
be
it
going.
over, they would never make the Jay Cutler trade again.
God, are we going down
They
Jay
should.
Cutler
I hope
Avenue
not.
again?
I hope not. But I would sign.
He's not listening. He's in a slam right now.
No, he's out.
I probably wouldn't sign him honestly. But I do think I'm more convinced now that I'm right. That he is really good. I think he's going to I think he's just going to continue to get better. And as you put more and more players around him, I mean, he's just going to change that damn left tackle. Find me a left tackle, and everything will fall in place. Honestly, it will.
Tommy?
Yeah, I think what's missing now is consistency, and that will come with time, hopefully. Like, look, he's only played how many games now? He's played 21 games in the NFL. Like, that's not a lot of football for a quarterback in this league. He's still learning. I think he's a willing participant. I think he's trusting what Ben Johnson's asking him to do. They have given him a lot to work with. They do need to get better on their offensive line. I like a ton of what I've seen from him. Do I think he's a finished product? No, but I don't think that's the case with a lot of guys at this point. But he's definitely pointed in the right direction.
Special things people talk about him, his arm talent, he's special. He's a really good athlete.
Yeah.
I think he's special at not throwing the ball to the other team.
Yeah.
He really takes care of the football. We're on a 10-game losing streak last year. I want to say it was 9 or 10 games.
10.
And he didn't have an interception. He's not the issue. You know what I mean? He's not. He is a part of the solution once this thing gets turned around, and I think he's going to be a big part of that.
Ben Johnson today said, "We are still a work in progress offensively. We have an inconsistent nature with which we're playing. We shoot ourselves in the foot quite a bit."
Well, there's no doubt. Like, listen, the foundation of a Ben Johnson offense is running the football. And I think he also said today, like, they're missing the consistent shot plays downfield, which are usually, they come from the running game in terms of play action pass. The play action pass isn't working the way that they hope it eventually will because they haven't run the football well enough. Their running backs are averaging less than 3.5 yards per carry. The only reason why the numbers aren't worse is because they've gotten creative. They've gained some yardage with jet sweeps and design quarterback runs, but they're just line up and run the football portion of their offense. It's not good right now. And I think you heard the frustration in Ben's voice when he met the media today, and he's a realist, and I appreciate his honesty. They're nowhere near where they need to be. If you put on the film, you've got some interesting pieces, especially guard to guard, but in a lot of ways, they look like 5 guys running 5 different offenses. They just haven't gelled yet. Maybe that's because they haven't played together a ton, but there's a ton of work that those guys up front need to get done as well.
You look at what guys do in the draft, and that's what I really go to. Lovie Smith came here, his first 2 picks in the draft were D linemen, 3 techniques to be specific, and Tank Johnson and Tommy Harris. And you knew that team, they were focused on stopping the run. We gotta get after the quarterback. We're a cover 2 team, and we gotta stop the run. Detroit, when they got rid of, I can't think of the running back's name. I know he went to the Saints, but he had just broke Barry Sanders' touchdown record. So they got rid of him.
Was it Williams, Jamal Williams?
Jamal Williams. Broke Barry Sanders' touchdown record. They got rid of him. They went out and they picked up Montgomery, and then they went and drafted him. Everybody thought they were nuts, including you.
Not me.
Yes.
I love that kid.
I don't remember much, but I remember that.
No.
It was Jameer
drafted him
Gibbs.
high.
Jameer Gibbs, why would you draft that guy? Why would you? They wanted to run the football. We do not have that. We don't have that, and we don't have Amon-Ra St. Brown. We're trying to get DJ Moore to be him. He's not him.
No, there's a video of Brad Holmes, their general manager, where he is sitting there, and you can tell he's nervous. And the 11th pick is Tennessee. And he's sitting there praying, and they go, Tennessee Titans select Peter Skoronski, offensive tackle, Northwestern.
Did they not have Derrick Henry at the time? Was he already gone? Or they had just left?
I think Derrick Henry was still there.
Oh, wow.
And they took Skoronski, and you see Brad Holmes look up. Got my guy.
I got my guy.
And he ran up with the card and gave it to somebody.
That's awesome.
It was super cool.
That's cool.
Let's talk about our apt player of the season through 4 games. We'll see if you guys agree with me. ABT.com, promo codes REKAP25 will save you $25 on any purchase, 150 or more app-pleasing people since 1936 on Milwaukee Avenue in Glenview. Kevin Byard is their player of the first 4 games. 23 tackles, 18 solos,
who is they?
a tackle for loss, and 3 interceptions. He's the second leading active interceptor in the National Football League.
Who is they? Who picked this?
You're looking at it.
Oh, my God. Stop. Oh, wow. No. That's Caleb Williams. Man, stop. Let's stop this nonsense.
So Ryan McGuffey and I had a battle in the office, and I had first said Caleb, and he said no shot. And then I said, well, my other choice is Kevin Byard. He goes, bingo. I go, all right, we'll go with Byard.
No.
Kevin Byard's been amazing.
Without Kevin Byard, you're still, what are you, 2-2?
I don't know. You take 3 interceptions away.
I tell you what, I bet you 0-4 without Caleb Williams. I tell you that.
I don't know. Our guy Bagent might have won.
You got who?
Tyson Bagent.
Yeah, that's right. You can tell Tyson Bagent. Ain't nothing against that kid. I think he's fine. But they gave you a 2-year, $10 million, all right, for a quarterback. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a defense, too. And, I mean, Kevin's playing safety. I think he's been very, very good. And I think he's excellent for this team as well in terms of being a leader. It's a defense that gives up 160 rushing yards per game, 6 yards per carry. There's no pass rush. Like, the defense is still not anywhere close to where it needs to be. So I'm with Alex. I think it's either your quarterback. I think it's your quarterback. I thought you were going to say Rome Odunze. Rome's had a really good.
Rome's had a great year. Yeah. He's had too many drops.
There's no question, Cap. Like, I love the kid. I think he works hard. I think he's a tremendously talented kid. Alex mentioned the name Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's a true number 1 in this league for a number of reasons.
Rome can be that.
They're built differently. They play the position differently. But I would tell Rome to put on Amon-Ra's film and watch how he gets after people. Watch how he goes after the ball, catches the ball with his hands, but also watch how he blocks people. Like, that young man wants to win every snap. And before Rome becomes one of those true number 1s, you're right, Cab. He's going to have to get rid of the occasional drops, and he's going to have to be more
like the one
like
that they threw to him at the goal line where his feet are just in the end. That's a touchdown. You got to catch the football.
And ball was wobbling a little bit, but that's a catch. He's had pretty much one drop in each game. Don't get me wrong. I love the kid. And the reason why I'm being critical of him is because I appreciate him so much, and I think his arc is, I think he's going to be a really, really good player. He's got the ability, and I think he's got the drive, and he's got the mentality and the personality to take it up in a notch further. He's just got to, like I said, like Amon-Ra is one of my favorite players. Just watching him play.
Let me. I'm gonna help you right here on this one because I was down at the Saints, and Dennis Allen was the DB coach.
Yeah.
Greg Williams was the defensive coordinator. The year they won the Super Bowl, which was the year before I got there, they were 25th in points given up, and they were 20th, I want to say, in rushing yards given up. This defense does not stop.
No, they don't.
They don't. So thinking that it's going to get better, it's not. It's not going to get better. They are opportunistic. It's an opportunistic defense. You're going to have games more so like the Raiders game, close game, but without the 3 interceptions, we might be in trouble. You know what I mean? That type of deal. Because they were second in the league with 39 interceptions that year. That's what they do. They don't. That 85 ain't happening. No, you ain't finna see him shutting down nobody. You might see him have a really good game. But overall, over the course of the season, it's not going to happen. And they won a Super Bowl doing it. Yeah. So, he's going to go back and he believes in that.
Yeah,
so,
that's
what they're going to do.
It's funny, too, because, Geno threw him 3 interceptions with no pressure. He wasn't sacked a single time.
Yeah,
I give Kevin.
Kevin told us, I watched the film over and over. He's a student of the game. He said, I knew where that ball was going.
Yeah.
And Tyreek made a great play as well, but they had 3 interceptions with 0 pressure. You're right, 100%. They're never going to get pressure consistently, or at least it doesn't look like they're going to. It doesn't look like they're going to be very good stopping the run, so they're going to have to take it away, continue taking it away. And as you know better than I, those takeaways come in bunches. You can't rely on them that you're going to get 4 a week. So, I mean, this is where I think that I'm most interested in seeing how they play again. The Commanders are the #1 rushing attack in all of the NFL. They're really hard to defend. Again, you could speak to this better than I, Alex, when you have a quarterback that can be part of the running game. They average 6 yards a carry. Our defense gives up 6 yards a carry and 155 rushing yards a game. I don't know how, whether or not, Dennis is a magician or not. I don't know how you slow down a team that's really good running the football with what we're doing right now.
I don't think you do. Well, what we're doing, you're not going to. What you do is you make them pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, your quarterback's going to run. Okay, Daniels.
Hit him.
But you got to hit him. You do not allow him, and some of it's going to look dirty. It is, because he's going to be running out of bounds. If he's not out of bounds, you knock the hell out of it. And that's how Greg was. That's why he pushed the limit, and then it gets up here and it's like
getting to the sideline, and he's that far from going out, he's going out.
So what? What does that mean? He's in bounds.
So you pop him.
It's okay. Like, you can hit him, but that's the mentality you have to have to deter them from running him. Because with a quarterback, you don't want that quarterback to get hurt. You see how Washington look without him.
Correct.
They're not the same team without him. So they'll stop running those plays if you put some pads on him.
Rome Odunze is our vertical catch of the game. He's taken a step thus far in 2025. His season totals: 20 catches, 296 yards, 5 touchdowns, tied for second in the National Football League. He scored in all 4 games. 13 is the Bears' all-time single-season record. Vertical has been in business since 1985. Tommy was on that 85 Bears team.
That's
Chicago's
not true.
chimney experts for chimney cleaning, masonry work, gas logs. I had an issue at my house. A fire started inside the chimney of my fireplace. How, I don't know. I called Vertical. They came out. We've got a gas fireplace now because of them. I had the fire trucks at the house, the whole issue, and Vertical fixed the problem. VerticalChimney.com.
Wow. Okay. Why don't you move somewhere where you don't need a chimney? What are you doing?
I have a fireplace. I want a fireplace.
You want a fireplace?
Yes.
92 degrees will get that out of your mind. Move somewhere where it's 92 and you won't have to worry about it. You can get one that just, it lights up and it looks like, but no heat's coming out of it.
No, I like the heat coming out.
You're crazy.
I like that.
No way.
Yeah,
I know you're crazy.
I thought about moving to Beaufort, Georgia, but
baby.
I passed. Yeah,
no.
Yeah, she said South Carolina.
Greenville, just real close to the Georgia border.
Yeah.
Don't go too far.
Right there. Again, verticalchimney.com. I want to get back to the running game. Tommy, you talked about the offensive line. I heard you and Sylvie talking about it today. Joe Tooney comes in. He's a veteran player. He's a heck of a technician. He's 33 years of age. Jonah Jackson hasn't been great, but he's more of a natural left guard than a right guard. And Olin said to us, it's not as easy as you think to go from natural left guard to right guard and make it look that seamless.
No, and Drew Dahlman is, a really experienced center, but
And
expensive, but I mean, he's had trouble holding the point of attack as well. Like, they just look. I know that DeAndre Swift is an easy target for you, Cap, and I don't believe he's the second coming of Walter, but there's really not been anywhere for anybody to run. Like, their running game has different levels and different layers of issues, and it starts up front where they're just not creating consistent space. I mean, is his running style the right style for what they're doing up front? Maybe not, but like, they need to. I hope that they've used this this extra week to try and get on the same page. Because as I said earlier, you put on the film and you see 5 offensive linemen for the better part of 4 quarters kind of doing their own thing. It's just not, like, it's got to work like a symphony. Like, there's no group that depends more on each other being on the same page than an offensive line, and they just haven't been there yet. So,
Yeah, I agree. I just
Would you trade for a running back if you could get one?
yes, but not trading for Alvin Kamara.
How about Breece Hall? The
What
Jets
they want?
stink.
What they want?
I don't know. Yeah, and he's a free agent at the end of the year, so
Well,
you're gonna have to
why
sign
am I
him.
giving up a third?
I'm not giving him a third.
What are you gonna give him?
5th?
Flacco went for a 5th. Not doing that. No, you're not gonna get Breece Hall for a 5th.
4th?
A 4. Your boy was a 4. Don't just throw up a 4th like it's just like, come on.
you got to save those 4th-round picks for punters around here.
Yeah, exactly what y'all do.
That's what Alex wanted.
You stop. Oh my God, I'm still mad about that. Oh gosh.
Tommy called it a pick of arrogance.
It is.
100%.
It's a pick that
100%.
you make when you're 100%
You're
convinced
the
that your
Eagles.
roster
You're
is
the
finished.
Eagles.
Right, and you're not.
You know what
Listen,
coulda
you
happened?
could have added J.K. Dobbins in June for
True.
$4 million. He's averaging 5.5 yards per carry, and now you want to give up draft currency to fill the spot of DeAndre Swift, who, if you listen, the kid that's running the ball behind the Washington offensive line now is a 7th-round pick.
Yep.
He's doing fine. You know why?
Oh,
'Cause
Bill, the kid they call Bill.
whatever they call him, their offensive line
Lacrosse
creates space in the running game. So, like, you can be anybody, but if there's nowhere to run, you're going to struggle.
Jonathan Panton has a question.
Uh-huh.
Would a win against Jaden Daniels end the debate on whether Caleb is our guy? But conversely, if the Bears were to lose and Daniels plays great, do we have to endure that nonsensical talk again?
Yes. Yes on the second one for me. I think we'll have to deal with it if we lose. And Jaden plays great, but I think Caleb is the guy. This game isn't gonna prove. This game could make the value of my card go up.
Yes.
But it's not gonna prove to me that if I think he's bad, now all of a sudden I think he's good. No, I mean, that's over time, and I think he's doing a really good job just improving kind of week in and week out. You just see him not making kind of the same mistakes. He's putting our team in the best position to win. I love it.
We're going to take a quick time out.
Why?
We'll come back, tell you about the specials here. There's a great charity tie here at Hooters and a whole lot more with Tom Waddle and Alex Brown. It is our Studio 41 Football Recap live at Hooters in Downers Grove. Be right back.
Our family had been talking about redoing the kitchen for a long time. Studio 41 had all the pieces I wanted.
With Studio 41, we found their prices competitive.
You
They
know,
help
Cap, we
us
haven't
stay
done
on
any-
a budget.
They spent a lot of time with me in the studio, and I got to touch and feel things.
Our big fear was if you go online, who's standing behind the product? Studio 41 had the best selection, and they took her ideas and brought it to life.
It was everything I dreamed it could be.
Visit studio41.com to find a showroom near you.
Here on our recap recipes this season.
I got just the thing for your food app that you keep your recipes in. So
Not
we need,
Rolodex, we're learning.
We need 3 Granny Smith apples, 3 red apples, and
Okay.
then caramel sauce.
What size do we need? Marshmallows, big,
Mini, the minis.
These ones?
Right down there.
small?
I like the
We're
jet.
brand loyal over
Yeah, I
here.
like the jet puff
Jet
mini
puff.
marshmallow.
Mallows.
Here's some vanilla
Great.
instant pudding. Right
The
there.
proof is in the pudding.
So we're good. Now I got one more special ingredient to top the whole thing off.
Okay.
Okay? You ready?
Yeah, I'm trying to guess what it is.
Aisle 5. We are going to get Snickers, but they've got to be the minis. The mini Snickers are right here. And we'll grab ourselves a bag of mini Snickers. Okay?
Okay.
And we're going to chop them up and add them to our dessert salad.
Yum.
It is absolutely
salad.
phenomenal.
It's kind of an oxymoron, dessert salad.
Kind of is. but
Yeah,
it's
right? This is my kind of
delicious.
salad.
It's delicious.
All right.
All right. Now
we-
we can go cook.
We got everything.
We're done.
Let's go.
Back to the kitchen. There you get all the apples in. A few
Got all
more
the
marshmallows simply because I'm a marshmallow guy. I love marshmallows.
You can never have too many marshmallows.
Never have too many marshmallows. And ready? You drizzle it. You don't go crazy on it, and you don't mix it up. You just leave it as a dress.
Oh, you don't mix it.
Little dressing,
Oh,
just
okay.
like that.
Lucky for you, I already cut up some Snickers, and we top it with that, right?
Top it with that. Exactly right.
Okay.
Ready for your tailgate. We got to taste it.
Yeah, I love this part.
Okay.
Yum.
How good is that? Get a bite of Snickers.
Wait, that's insane. It almost tastes like ice cream in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You
But
keep
it's
it-
healthy because there's apples in it.
Right. There you go. There's your dessert for your football watching party, your tailgate, and you get everything you need at Jewel Osco.
I'm still just shoveling this in.
Take that.
All right, welcome back to Studio 41 Football Recap Live. We're at Hooters in Downers Grove. Hooters, a great partner on all of our different shows on the Recap channel, and we love partnering with them. This is Helena. Hi, Helena. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're great. So it's football season. We'll get to the specials in a minute. You guys have a great partnership in the fight against breast cancer with the V Foundation. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we are participating in our annual Give a Hoot fundraiser. It's a great way to show support for the fight against breast cancer, and you can visit your local Hooters to see how you can make a difference today.
All right, there you go. Visit Hooters. Give to an amazing, amazing cause. All right, it's football season. We've got a few specials out here. I know a good friend of mine out there really likes the crab legs, but tell us about what we've got going.
Well, we've got a barbecue bacon cheddar here, really good. Crab legs, of course. Buffalo hot wings, original sauce. And then we've got a Hooters salad at the end there.
All right, and plenty of cold drinks on tap, and I know our friend likes scotch at the end, so we've got it. We got the full bar going.
Yes, we got plenty. We've got hot wings, ice cold beer, a full bar, and then of course we have Hooters girls as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why we got you here.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome,
All
of
right,
course.
that's Helena here from the staff
Thanks,
at Hooters
Helena.
in Downers Grove. All right, Mrs. Langen, there's your crab legs now. You can have those. Anyway, let's get back to, we'll talk about the game coming up in just a moment. But as you look at what this defense is or isn't, without making a trade for, let's call him Trey Hendrickson, because the Bengals stink and he's on a one-year deal, can Dennis Allen scheme enough to get more pressure on quarterbacks down the road? Because you're going to face twice with Jordan Love. You're going to have to deal with Jared Goff again, maybe Lamar Jackson. You'll miss Joe Burrow. He'll still be out. There's some really good quarterbacks coming down the pike.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I really don't. I don't think. I think it's very hard to take a bunch of cover two guys and turn them into man coverage guys. So yeah, can he get more pressure? Yeah, he's gonna blitz more. He's gonna put the guys
Does
in
Austin
man-to-man
Booker
coverage.
make a big difference?
No, not that big a difference. You think you act like he's a 12-sack guy? No, I mean now he can.
How do you
come out-
know? How do you even know? We've never seen him.
True.
I mean, he's looked good in the preseason, but he's really never we've never seen it in the regular season, right?
He's a young player, and he's coming off a knee injury.
Hopefully he can, but
I mean, he's a young player, already got knee injuries, man. Who
Look
drafted
at-
these guys, man?
think about what you've got invested in this D-line. Dengbo, they gave him
$48 million, 32 guaranteed.
$32 million guaranteed. They used
Grady
a second
Jarrett.
round. They used a second round pick on
Jervon Dexter.
Oh.
Dexter. You gave Grady $29 million guaranteed. You gave up a second round pick and you gave
$98 million to Sweat.
$100 million. And you know where they rank in total sacks? Dead last. Again, they had the bye, so they've only had 4 games. Last year they were middle of the pack. The year before they were 31st. 3 years ago they were dead last. You've invested so much money on the defensive line, and you're
Fifth
getting
in total spend on the defensive
you're getting
side of the ball.
you're
in the
not
NFL.
getting really anything in return for what they've done so far.
Because, okay, in order to get sacks, the teams that get a bunch of sacks that don't have Lawrence Taylor or somebody like that, they stop the run. Because teams don't throw the football when it's 2nd and 4, when it's 3rd and 2. They run the football. So you have to be really good on first down. You got to put them in situations, 2nd and 11, 2nd and 13, 3rd and 9. You got to get them in these situations. So you got to be good early in that possession. And we're not. We're first down. We're giving up 5 yards, 2nd and 5. The whole playbook's still open to the offense. They run it again. It's 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, maybe my first down. Now they start over. So it's just like we have to be better on early downs if you're going to try to get after the quarterback.
Tommy, if you were running the Bears and the Bengals, let's assume, lose another couple games, they've only got Trey Hendrickson on a 1-year deal, and they called you and said you can have him.
For what? When I love
Right.
Trey. You know I love Trey Hendrickson. He's an accomplished, proven veteran. What we end up doing is giving $32 million guaranteed to Dayo Adengbo, hoping that in Dennis Allen's system, he can become a better player. Why not spend your resources on proven commodities? That's my biggest issue with all of it.
Okay, a 4th-round pick. He's a free agent at the end of the year. You doing it?
I mean, if I could get him signed to a contract extension, for sure. I'm not trading for anybody giving up a 4th-round pick if I can't get a contract extension. But yes, I would. He's got 54 sacks in the last 4 years. I mean, I believe only Myles Garrett has more than he has over the last 4 years. He's got 35 in the last 2 years. So, I mean, you know how I felt about this in the offseason. I didn't think that they had done enough on their defensive line. I thought they should have been in the Trey Hendrickson conversation. It didn't work out. I'm with Alex. I've got very little optimism about whether or not, at least at the point of attack on defense, that this is going to get significantly better.
It's just looking at it, though. Just look at it. It's not, we all love the Bears. Like, come on. Like, we love the Bears. We want them to do well. But when you look at it, like the defense that Dennis Allen runs isn't indicative of stopping the run. Oh, we want more sacks. Well, you got to be able to stop the run. Well, this defense doesn't stop the run. They're very opportunistic in what they do. So, no, it's not going to be better. They can be okay and be a top team in takeaways, but
Okay, then that
they're
means
middle of the pack,
if
for
you
sure.
can't get Trey Hendrickson or some reasonable facsimile, trade for a running back, run the football more effectively, and keep that other offense off the field.
I'm sorry. Why wouldn't you be able to get him? He's on this is last year?
Trey Hendrickson?
Yeah.
Signed a 1-year deal.
Cincinnati's going to let him walk for nothing? Like, you can
Cincinnati's not going to. They're not going to franchise him because they don't want to pay.
That was part
him.
of the agreement.
And then, so they're going to let him walk.
Yeah.
You can get him if you give a, I don't know about fourth, man. Fourth is, he'd have to be a sign-in trade, maybe. So if they sign him, then you trade for him? Could you do that?
Well, I mean, you would just have to have an agreement with him.
With
You know,
Cincinnati.
Like they
Yeah.
did with Sweat. They knew they were getting a deal done.
Yes. And then that's even more money in the defensive line, though.
I just
Y'all
want to
do
know.
understand that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Now
even
you've got
more.
even more. Now you're not the number 5 spend.
You
You're
might
probably
be
2.
one. Yeah.
2.
I
In all the
wanna-
NFL.
I want to know how trading for a running back, and again, if you're upgrading your team, I'm all for it. I was in favor of them drafting Trevion Henderson out of Ohio State this past year.
And they should have traded up in front of New England to get him.
But if there's nowhere for these guys to run, Cap, just trading for a better running back isn't necessarily going to take you from being the 27th best rushing offense to being top 15.
No, but it's one less thing I have to deal with in the offseason.
Do you think it helps,
If the
though?
right guy, if Brees Hall is coming my way.
So you're going to have to re-sign him to a long-term contract extension.
I think the guy in the backfield matters.
I do too.
You know what I mean? No, like just with the play action. If I play action with Swift, I don't think the linebackers respond the same. If I play action with Brees Hall or somebody like that, or somebody that can do damage to our defense, then I think the guys react different. So you put Brees Hall in there. Yes, I mean, I don't want to give up a fourth for him. I don't, but I think you do need better players at the position.
Well, because you're going to have to give up draft capital, and then
Yes.
what's he going to cost you? You want to spend a 4th-round pick on a running back? Draft Bucky Irving instead of a
Yes,
a
thank
punter.
you.
Bucky Irving was available. We drafted a punter.
3 picks later, I think it was.
So, like, again, I don't want to go through revisionist history and
I
sound
do.
like the grumpy old man, but, like, you want to get better running the football, identify guys who are good at it, and use your draft picks on them and bring them in. Like, it's not that, this isn't rocket science. I mean, there
they,
is
they
a
drafted
degree of...
Zach Pickens out of South Carolina, by the way, and He's already playing on the Chiefs practice squad. You wasted a third-round pick.
Yes.
I'm just saying
Gotta
to
be better.
you, like, a running back is a position where the kid that you're going to face on Monday night is a 7th-round rookie, and he's running the hell out of the ball right now. Again, you know
Bill.
why? They're good in up front, too, creating space. So
They should call me because I have him on both of my fantasy teams, and he is killing it. Yeah, he is. Oh, yeah.
McCroskey?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The 3 named running back, yeah, him.
Yeah. He's a stud.
He
the
is.
fat cap that you have to trade for a running back and give up draft
It's
capital.
indicting.
It's an indictment on how you're doing your business, and that's why, like, maybe part of me is just resisting it because I'm like, no, you shouldn't be in this position.
I'm trying to get to the playoffs this year. I'm not saying win the Super Bowl, but I'm trying to win 10 games.
Well, that guy better be able to stop the run, as Alex has said as well. Not just run the ball, but stop the run.
Yes.
Travis Hunter's not coming
Yes.
this way. Our Chevy drive of the game, drive of the season. I picked this one too, Alex.
Oh, man.
Chevy is the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. It's the third quarter drive against the Dallas Cowboys. Ended in a DJ Moore 4-yard touchdown catch from Caleb Williams. 19 plays, 76 yards, took 9:54 off the clock. That was one of the most special drives I've watched the Chicago Bears run in eons. Did you guys like that one as much
Loved
as
it.
I did?
I loved it. I loved it.
They
And
ran it
how they
11
finished
straight
it.
times.
Yeah. How they finished it, I mean, how the nonverbal like communication between DJ and Caleb for him to stop in the back of the end zone. Stop moving. I got you. I see you. Just stop. And then being able to force your wheel on somebody, running the ball 11 times in a row. 10 times in a row, 11. 11 times in a row. That's demoralizing as a defense.
They got very creative with running it as well. It wasn't just pounding the rock with the running backs. You had 2 design runs by Caleb. You also had a jet sweep.
With
You
DJ.
ran it with
Or
DJ.
Luther Burden. have been Luther
It may have been
Burden.
Luther Burden, but like that's what they've had to do because they can't just pound the rock. They've had to find creative ways to get more out of their running game. But yeah, I mean, Alex could tell you this on being on the other side of it. What does a 19-play drive do to a defense? Long
your
run.
heart out, right?
Well, I'm so praying that my offense give me a couple first downs so I can get some Gatorade. Because it's going to be a real problem if we have to go back out there in 3 plays. Yeah, or be on the other end where Coach Spurrier, we used to do that in college. Like 10 plays, we get off the
Yeah, who
field.
were you playing? Maryland Eastern Shore?
But he would go 3 plays and it'd be a touchdown. We're like, oh gosh, like thanks for what? God, we got to get back out there right now. It's just like, oh, I don't know. I need a break every now and then, Cap. I got tired sometimes. Jeez.
Did you ever have a drive against Coach Smith playing for him?
Yes.
Where they ran it
Yes.
down your throat like
I
that?
felt like we were on the field the entire game, 05 at that Pittsburgh game. I felt like we were on the field the whole game. We could not stop Jerome Bettis. I think he had 27, 28 carries, something like that, and then ran over 8 people on defense to score a touchdown in the snow that you couldn't see anything. I hated that game. Actually, why'd you bring that up? That's messed up, Cap.
I didn't even
That's
know.
a sore spot right there, man.
I did not know.
You remember that game?
I remember you put. Did you lose?
Oh, yeah. So, okay. So, Pittsburgh, if they lose that game, they're out of the playoffs. It's insane. If they lose that game, they're out of the playoffs. They beat us. We were on a, 7-game winning streak or something? We lose. They don't lose another game and win the Super Bowl. They don't lose another game. 8 games. We're on an 8-game winning streak? Oh, man. See, I know my wife's watching this, okay, so I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why I remember this stuff. I'm sorry. And whatever you
can't
ask me tomorrow, I'm going to forget.
Right, you can't remember what she asked you to get.
I'm remembering something from literally 21 years ago. It's crazy. 20 years ago.
38 carries. Willie Parker, right?
Him and Willie Parker.
Fast Willie Parker. And
You know how hard it is to win when an opponent runs the ball on you like that? Go back to the Raiders game where they ran it for 240 yards and the Bears still found a way to win. That doesn't happen very frequently.
No.
So that leads us to our Special Olympics Illinois special teams play of the season so far. That would absolutely be the Josh Blackwell block on the Daniel Carlson field goal to end the game and beat the Raiders in Las Vegas. And when voices tell us you can't or you won't, we simply say, I did. Special Olympics Illinois. So I did. Learn more at SOILL.org. That block was so ridiculously cool because he said Richard Hightower and I think it was the long snapper said watch their long snapper when he tips the top of the ball up, take off. It's coming. And he did, and he got it. That was amazing. Tommy, you were at the airport, right?
Yeah, at the time. That to me is another sign that the coaching is taking hold. Like usually, somebody asked me the other day, how do you learn how to win games? And I said, and it sounds like a wise ass, but I said, you learn how to win by winning. Like that's the easiest way I can say. You find a way to win a game. You are prepared, and when push comes to shove and it's an important moment, you make a play. It's a great example. Like they knew all week long what you just described. So in the most crucial moment of the entire game, they found a way to make a play that ultimately led to them winning a game. So, it's proof of concept. You learn how to win by actually winning.
What's crazy is that who did you say told him that?
The long snapper.
Our long snapper.
Our long snapper
told him that. Said, watch
Think about that.
When he moves the ball as he tips it up, take off.
Think about that. Now, we have a long snapper. I'm sorry, Pat. I love you. I'm not listening to any tips you're giving me. Seriously, I'm not. He had to trust this kid enough because if he jumps off sides, you can't explain it to where, yeah, he told me about this tip. No. It's you. You jumped off sides, right? So he has to believe in his guy that he knows something, and that is, all right, when he do it, I'm going. If I'm off sides, I'm off sides. And he wasn't, and he was able to make the play. So I think that's half the battle is like actually looking for those openings and making those plays, but like trusting your eyes. Coach would always say it all the time. Trust your eyes. If you see it, and you see it, go do it. Go right now. Because if you wait, it's too late. Things happen so fast on that field, man. We watch it on TV, but it's so much faster when you're doing it in person that you almost can't think. You just react to stuff. And you saw that was one of those plays where you get the information and you see it and it's gone. And that probably happened over a 40-second period.
What'd you think of that play, Tommy?
I thought it was fantastic. Again, I thought it was an example of them finding a way to win a game because last year they would have found a way to lose a game.
Yes.
We saw it happen over and over and over again, and it's the reason why you changed coaching staffs. It's the reason why you brought them in. Like the go-ahead touchdown drive was fabulous as well, and that I think was a direct result of Ben Johnson being an upgrade over the offensive coaches they had the year before. So. Look, is it perfect? No. They've got a long way to go, but it felt a hell of a lot better going into the bye on a 2-game win streak than going to Las Vegas and getting beat by a Raiders team that isn't very good. So, again, it wasn't a thing of beauty, but you don't apologize for wins in this league, especially road wins.
All right, we're going to roll through some questions here, get your picks as we look ahead to the game on Monday. Steven wants to know, besides Caleb Williams, which one player do you want to see growth from for the rest of the season? He also says, go Cubs, let's get a W tomorrow.
For me, it's Kyler Gordon. I know it's going to be his first game coming back, but I think he is absolutely perfect for what Dennis Allen want to do. I think he's perfect. I think he is smaller, but he is Malcolm Jenkins for what Dennis Allen want. And Malcolm Jenkins would play absolutely every. He played corner, he played strong safety, free safety. In certain packages, he would be the middle linebacker. Jonathan Vilma would come out of the game, and he would play the middle because they're running 5 wide with a scat back, or 4 wide with a scat back, and they want all the fast, athletic people out there so nobody's at a disadvantage, and they would put him there. He's a Swiss Army knife. Is that what it is? Yeah. That's what it is. I think he'll excel in this defense. So it's Gordon for me.
I love him as a player. I do. He has to be available.
Yes.
I'm wondering, especially with Jalen Johnson out, whether or not, as invaluable as he is on the interior and they can move him around, I wonder if they play him on the outside, on the other side of Tyreek Stevenson. I don't know that that's a plan. I know they had talked about that potentially in training camp because Johnson wasn't playing, Jalen wasn't available. Be interested to see when he's out there if they put him on the boundary and let him play on the outside. But, there's only, one, maybe two nickel corners in the league that you'd say are better than him. He's a fantastic player.
All right, why can't we get away from that terrible screen pass? Leo wants to know.
Well, it's another example, guys, of, when I say the running game isn't working because you've got 5 offensive linemen all doing different things because they haven't played together. The screen, to me, is something that timing is if you don't have timing, it's never going to work.
Right.
So, again, it's a matter of getting everybody on the same page. And when they do work, it's a thing of beauty, and I'm sure it frustrates the hell out of a defense.
Yes. When that alley comes up, that alley just creates, and everybody just blocks perfect. It's like, and then he's right through. And it works. When it works, everybody's happy. When it works, he's 30-yard play down the field. Caleb's happy because he threw the ball 2 yards and got 30 out of it. And the fans are happy because, the coach called a screenplay that worked. The screen pass, to me, is when we can't run the football, they throw the ball. It's a long handoff. That's what that is, to me, when we can't run the football. You want to get outside of that defensive line, maybe them linebackers, maybe makes a guy miss, one guy miss, and now he has 6 yards, as opposed to trying to run up in the middle, and we're getting 2 yards a pop.
All right, the Brianna Langen wants to know, do we think Tyson Bagent will start at all this season?
Not
The
unless
answer
there's
is
an injury, God forbid.
Other than an injury.
Who asked that? You
Right there.
Do you really want the value of my card to go down? Can we change numbers? He probably ain't coming on the field. Hopefully he doesn't get to play. Not that I don't like him. I just need Caleb out there. I had a camera, I put it right there.
Mr. Jayhawk, who's back here, wants to know, as a D lineman, what tactics do the Bears need to do to get pressure?
Stop the run. There's nothing else. We have to stop the run. I think we were talking about it earlier. So if you don't stop the run, you don't put teams in position to have to throw it. The greatest thing in my mind for a defensive end that loves rushing the quarterback is seeing 2nd and 12, looking over at the 10-yard marker and seeing that number, the second down, on this side. And you're like, oh, Lord, that's 2nd and 13. And when it gets too much, you don't want to be too much. 2nd and 17, they probably run a screen. So you're going to waste the get off. You don't want to waste them. But, yeah, you got to stop the run first down. Stop the run on 2nd down. Put them in 2nd and long, 3rd and long. And that's when you'll see more sacks.
Tommy, the Dr. Pepper play of the game was the 64-yard flea flicker to Luther Burton against Dallas. By the way, Dr. Pepper is an American original. Get a ice cold refreshing Dr. Pepper at a McDonald's near you. They also have Dr. Pepper here at Hooters. What was your take on that play? And were you ever on the receiving end of a flea flicker?
I don't think so. Maybe back in high school I was, but I was just naturally behind the secondary because I had such great speed. I didn't need the flea flicker.
I love it.
No, that's obviously a lie. There were so many individual performances that were so impressive. First of all, for DeAndre Swift to be able, as he's getting hit, to get the ball back to Caleb. Caleb's flat foot because he's feeling the pressure. And don't underestimate how difficult a catch it was for Burden, who the ball is catching it away from his body. He's going towards the sideline and then has to plant his foot and get upfield to get into the end zone. So it looks like an easy play. All you have to do is confuse the defense. But there were so many different individual, aspects of that play that were really impressive.
One thing you didn't mention was, from my film study, watching that play 20 times, not only did DeAndre Swift get hit in the right shoulder trying to get the ball back, he then turned and chipped a linebacker who would have lit Caleb up, and the play never happened.
And for you that wants to get the running back room, and I'm with you, it needs to improve. I think you have to, at the very least, acknowledge that DeAndre Swift has been a willing participant in pass coverage.
No question.
He has done a fantastic job picking up blitzes. It's not an easy thing to do. Does he need to get better running the football and knowing, what hold to commit to? And fine. But the effort has been there this year for that young man to help out.
All right, before we get out of here, prediction, what happens Monday night?
The value of my car is going up. So yes, we're gonna. I don't think we whoop them. Let's go 27-21. 27-21.
Bears.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Tommy?
I don't like the matchup at all. I think the Commanders are a tough matchup for them at the line of scrimmage. We don't stop the run; they run it. They can get after the quarterback. I think Commanders win this game 30-24. I don't think we'll stop them. I think
Play the over.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's obviously a guess. It's just one of those games where I don't think the matchup works for the Bears. And then you come home, you face the Saints, you go on the road, you get a banged-up Baltimore team, then you get a banged-up Cincinnati team, then you come home for the Giants. Look, if you can go 3-2, 4-1 over the next 5 games, you're in a really good spot. I just think this is a tough matchup for them for the reasons I mentioned.
All right, let's make sure we keep that. Let's keep that, and let's talk about this.
Oh yeah, I hope to be wrong.
This.
Totally.
Yes. Oh,
but I
sure,
would also
sure.
say nothing would shock me in the NFL these days. I mean, I don't think there's any guarantees with these teams.
So hold on, wait. It didn't shock you that Jacksonville beat?
No.
Really?
No.
God.
I mean,
that shocked
surprised
me,
but
man.
not shocking. And they've played well. They really have played well.
Jacksonville, boy,
We will be back at Hooters in 2 weeks, correct, Ryan? At Hooters Orland Park. So we'll see you in 2 weeks.
in the OP.
There
Yes.
you go, in the OP.
there.
Tommy, I'll see you at work tomorrow.
You got it.
All right.
Can I go to work? Can I go to work?
Come on down.
All right.
Be on time more than Lance if you're there tomorrow.
Catching strays out here. Jeez.
Hey, thank you to
What did he
everybody.
do to deserve that?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
I had to take a little shot. He knows I love him. Anyway, I'm sure I just showed my love right there. Anyway, thank you to everybody here at Hooters in Downers Grove. Helena, you're awesome. Thank you. Thank you to the staff here. Thank you to all of you that came out. Bears and Commanders, we will have our show next Tuesday. Tommy and Olin and I will review what we hope is a great Bears victory.
That's right.
See you tomorrow. Take that.
Go Bears!
Studio 41 Football Recap Live is brought to you by Studio 41 Home Design Showroom. 13 locations, studio41.com. Vertical, in business since 1985. Chicago's chimney experts for chimney cleanings, masonry work, gas logs. VerticalChimney.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers, the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. Hooters. At Hooters, originality isn't just one thing, it's everything. World famous wings and more, served up by the iconic Hooters girl. Hooters, always original. Dr. Pepper, an American original, just like our Chicago Bears. Grab an ice cold, refreshing Dr. Pepper today at a McDonald's near you. Special Olympics Illinois. Special Olympics Illinois, so I did. Learn more at SOILL.org. Apt. For the best appliances for football season, shop at Apt. Pleasing people since 1936. Find them at apt.com. 4 Seasons, heating, plumbing, air conditioning, and electric. For all the right reasons, 4 Seasons.
Our family had been talking about redoing the kitchen for a long time. Studio 41 had all the pieces I wanted.
With Studio 41, we found their prices competitive. They helped us stay on budget.
They spent a lot of time with me in the studio, and I got to touch and feel things.
Our big fear was if you go online, who's standing behind the product? Studio 41 had the best selection, and they took her ideas and brought it to life.
It was everything I dreamed it could be.
Visit studio41.com to find a showroom near you.
Okay, we're just here for dishwashers.
Just a dishwasher.